Another day, another lesson by UPSC and more. Top 7 most expected questions on Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha in UPSC exam. One. What is the difference between the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha in terms of composition and term of members? Answer. The Lok Sabha is composed of elected members from the different states and union territories of India, who are elected directly by the people through a general election. The maximum strength of the Lok Sabha is 552, of which 530 members are elected from the states and 20 members are elected from the union territories. The remaining 2 members are nominated by the President of India. The term of the members of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. The Rajya Sabha is composed of elected members from the states and union territories of India, who are elected indirectly by the members of the legislative assemblies of the states and union territories. The maximum strength of the Rajya Sabha is 250, of which 238 members are elected from the states and 12 members are elected from the union territories. The term of the members of the Rajya Sabha is 6 years, with 1/3 of the members retiring every 2 years. 2. Explain the powers and functions of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Answer. The Lok Sabha has several powers, including the power to pass legislation, approve the budget, and bring a no-confidence motion against the government. The Lok Sabha also has the power to ask questions to ministers and demand their resignation if they are found guilty of wrongdoing. The Speaker of the Lok Sabha presides over the proceedings of the Lok Sabha and maintains order in the House. The Rajya Sabha has several powers, including the power to pass legislation, approve the budget, and ask questions to ministers. The Rajya Sabha also has the power to initiate impeachment proceedings against the President and the Vice President of India. The Chairman of the Rajya Sabha presides over the proceedings of the Rajya Sabha and maintains order in the House. 3. Discuss the role of the Speaker and Chairman in the functioning of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Answer. The Speaker of the Lok Sabha presides over the proceedings of the Lok Sabha and maintains order in the House. The Speaker also ensures that the rules and procedures of the Lok Sabha are followed, and makes rulings on points of order and privilege. The Speaker has the power to adjourn the Lok Sabha if there is disorder in the House. The Chairman of the Rajya Sabha presides over the proceedings of the Rajya Sabha and maintains order in the House. The Chairman also ensures that the rules and procedures of the Rajya Sabha are followed, and makes rulings on points of order and privilege. The Chairman has the power to adjourn the Rajya Sabha if there is disorder in the House. 4. What are the provisions for impeachment proceedings against the President and Vice President of India? Answer. The provisions for impeachment proceedings against the President and Vice President of India are laid down in Article 61 of the Indian Constitution. Impeachment proceedings can be initiated against the President and Vice President on the grounds of violation of the Constitution, bribery, treason, and other high crimes. A notice of impeachment must be signed by 1/4 of the total members of either the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha and then presented to the other house. If the other house supports the notice, then a resolution for impeachment can be introduced and passed by a 2/3 majority of the members present and voting in both houses. 5. Analyze the significance of the Rajya Sabha in the legislative process in India. The Rajya Sabha is an important part of the legislative process in India as it acts as a check on the power of the Lok Sabha. The following points highlight the significance of the Rajya Sabha. Representation of states. The Rajya Sabha represents the interests of the states and union territories of India, and provides a platform for the representatives of the states to voice their opinions on national issues. Power of delay. The Rajya Sabha has the power to delay the passing of a bill by a maximum of 1 year. This allows the Rajya Sabha to thoroughly examine the bill and make necessary changes, if required. Power of initiation. The Rajya Sabha has the power to initiate legislation on subjects that are in the concurrent list of the Constitution. This allows the Rajya Sabha to play a proactive role in the legislative process. 6. Explain the process of electing members to the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. The process of electing members to the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha involves several stages, including nominations, voting, and counting of votes. The following is a detailed explanation of the process. Nomination of candidates. Political parties nominate their candidates for the Rajya Sabha elections. Independent candidates can also contest the elections by submitting their nomination papers to the returning officer. Scrutiny of nomination papers. The returning officer scrutinizes the nomination papers to ensure that the candidate is eligible to contest the elections. Election campaign. Political parties and candidates engage in an election campaign to win the support of voters. Voting. On the day of the election, voters cast their votes at polling booths set up for the purpose. The voting process is conducted by electronic voting machines. Counting of votes. After the voting process is complete, the counting of votes is conducted. The candidate with the highest number of votes is declared the winner. 7. Compare and contrast the powers and functions of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha with reference to the Indian Constitution. The Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha are two houses of the Indian Parliament, and they have different powers and functions with reference to the Indian Constitution. The following points compare and contrast the powers and functions of the two houses. Composition. The Lok Sabha is composed of elected members from the various constituencies across the country, while the Rajya Sabha is composed of members nominated by the President of India and elected by the state legislative assemblies. Term of members. The term of a member of the Lok Sabha is 5 years, while the term of a member of the Rajya Sabha is 6 years. Power of delay. The Rajya Sabha has the power to delay the passing of a bill by a maximum of 1 year, while the Lok Sabha does not have this power. Power of initiation. The Rajya Sabha has the power to initiate legislation on subjects that are in the concurrent list of the Constitution, while the Lok Sabha does not have this power. Control over money bills. The Lok Sabha has control over money bills, as they can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha and must be passed by it before they can become law. The Rajya Sabha does not have this power. Check on the Lok Sabha. The Rajya Sabha acts as a check on the power of the Lok Sabha, as the Lok Sabha cannot pass a bill without the approval of the Rajya Sabha. Impeachment proceedings. The Rajya Sabha has the power to initiate impeachment proceedings against the President and Vice President of India, while the Lok Sabha does not have this power. Thanks for watching.